Call me a taxi.
Why, hello, can you get out? But I'm like literally legitimately you. Yeah, well, there's only supposed to be one of me. Anyways, it's Pride Month. You need to upload a video. I already uploaded a video this month. Yeah, but it wasn't gay enough, and I'm talking about real videos. Hey, whatever. Do you have any ideas then? Wow, your room is not this clean, IRL. What are you planning? Hi there. Don't worry, other me is perfectly fine. I can start telling you what happened now. First things first, I needed a list of the pride flags I would be building, so I spent like 2 days doing research and made this Google Doc with all 100 pride flags, their name, and what they represent. I spawned into a forest biome, and I would have preferred a desert or badlands because that's the only place you can get green dye other than from a wandering trader. And I would complain more, but a few months after chopping down a tree, crafting some tools, and turning Minecraft ugly to reduce the lag on my bum laptop, I got my hands on some pink petals, which I used to make my first dyes. I then slaughtered some sheep to get some of the wool that I would be needing later, and I guess the world wanted to prove that killing the weak is bad, because this happened. There's 3 zombies, I don't want to die. I don't want to die. No, stay there.
You're allowed
Oh,
to
fuck.
die. Bro, what are you doing? You're wasting the wood. Bro, why don't you run away?
Oh no, they're all burning. Oh no. I think this AI is really stupid. As you can see here, I'm not the greatest at Minecraft, but it's okay, because I survived. Anyways, I stumbled across a flower forest and filled up my inventory before getting sidetracked and going on a rampage, killing more sheep alongside a family of horses. After that, I kind of got lost in a forest, which led me to a river, which led to an ocean, which led to an island, which was next to another island, which was the perfect place to set up my base, where I would be building my pride flags. But how would I be building my pride flags? You see, most pride flags are made up of different colored stripes. For example, let's take the classic rainbow flag. Since I'm in survival, I want to use as little resources as possible, so each stripe could be 1 block. Since the rainbow flag has 6 stripes, I would build it 6 blocks tall, and let's make it 8 blocks wide to get the right shape. Simple, right? We can use the same method for the pansexual flag, which would be 3 blocks tall and 4 blocks wide to make it proportional, and so on and so forth. With that said, I began to build a rainbow flag, and shortly realized the fact that I needed green, and I didn't possess any green blocks other than leaves. I mean, I tried making it work, but it didn't look great. I decided just to move on and build a lesbian flag, except I didn't have enough wool, so I went on a side quest to get some sheep, but kept getting distracted for some reason. It's all good though, because I eventually got back on track and finished the lesbian flag. We're going to ignore it taking so long that I encountered 2 villager patrols and that one of the stripes is made out of pumpkins. At least it looks better than those leaves. I decided to put my wool chest under my bed for fun and actually started organizing my materials. I rarely even do that in real life. Anyways, I built a multi-gender flag next because it had a design I was able to achieve, and it was pretty simple to build. Same goes for the polygender, no-gender, demi-girl, demi-boy, and demi-androgyne flag. My process was a little bit flawed though because I kept stopping to shear my sheep due to not having enough wool. This next clip is completely unrelated to the video, but I thought it was funny. Also, here's my first death, I guess. Haha, he's so silly. Wait, what the fart is he doing? Where is he going? Yeah, so it turns out after doing absolutely nothing for like 30 minutes, I thought it was a great idea to go further away from my base so there would be less entities for warning traders spawn. I literally didn't gain anything other than some ores and gravel. Then I ran all the way back to my base, got some sand, and there was no wandering trader to be seen. I don't even know why I did this, because the chance for a wandering trader to offer green dye or cactus are both 7%. Oh wait, it looks like I finally started building flags again. I think this calls for a montage accompanied with a totally happy... Okay, I was too lazy to make the song longer, and yes, I did get distracted and went on a little adventure for scaffolding, but what matters right now is me trying to figure out how to build the flower for the Sapphic flag. For flags with a more complicated image or symbol on it, I'll build the shape of the symbol first, and then base the dimensions of the stripes off of the symbol. In this case, the Sapphic flag needed to be 15 by 20 blocks, which is equivalent to 4 stacks and 44 wool. When making simpler designs like the ones with triangles or love hearts, I look at the amount of stripes and just imagine how I can make everything proportional. I don't know. Anyway, since I went out of the way to practice making the flower on the ground, I totally took a few seconds to do the math for the materials I needed, right? Of course I didn't. I had to keep going back and forth from building the flag to shearing sheep due to my unwillingness to do simple math. I ended up having to build smaller pride flags while also working on the Sapphic flag at the same time, because I refused to get all the materials required prior to building the pride flags. By the time I finished the Sapphic flag, I already had 24 flags. That's one away from a fourth there. I then built the androgyne flag. Fun fact, I used to be androgyne. Whoa, fine build. Hey, why is everything so foggy here? Oh, it's because I hoped lowering my render distance would not only reduce the lag on my incredibly slow laptop, but also make chances of a wandering crater spawning higher. Spoiler alert, it just makes everything harder to see. And look kind of like the environment you would see in an arc. Speaking of wandering craters, it looks like there's one right here. Wow. There's no way this amazing, wonderful bro dude man isn't trading cactuses or green dye, right? Right? Wow, I'm so glad that guy came and sold me some green dye. I'm a tad bit saddened that he left so soon though. Bruh, I don't know what to talk about. Building all these pride flags is so repetitive. Never mind, I'm getting attacked by a baby zombie. I'm not replacing the stone axe, by the way. My iron is reserved for making shears. Oh, that was unfortunate. Yes, we're walking 700 blocks and swimming another 300 back to my base. Haha. Sure hope this doesn't happen again in the future. That would be such a shame. I think I was actually going more insane than I already am while waiting for a wandering crater. Nah, I seem to be doing absolutely amazing. After pondering about how purple was the only light purple block, I started building the pi symbol for the polyamorous flag, and no matter what I did, it just looked kind of off. I was not going to make the flag bigger than the Sapphic one until I get to the last one, which you'll have to wait to see. After finishing the flag, it was recognizable enough anyways. This is why I hate Minecraft sheep, by the way. Back to the topic of this video. After constructing the demigirl fluid flag, mining a ton of concrete, starting the demiboy fluid flag, and doing the only kind of clutch I can do, finishing the demiboy fluid flag, dying, and doing a bunch of other stuff, I began building the girl flex flag, which is one of the prettiest flags ever. The boy flex flag is also pretty, though I can't make it as a result of not having the fourth color of the rainbow. Then I got distracted adding another ominous banner to my collection, and later made a fluid flex flag before falling to my demise. My hardcore world would survive maybe 40 minutes if I had one, and had I only thought about building a basic house. Oh my god, not again, bro. Where the hell am I going? Hey guys, sorry to interrupt your video. I personally don't like being subscribed to 1,000 different channels I don't watch, but if you enjoyed the video so far, please subscribe. I'd really appreciate it, because I spent hours recording and editing this, and it was really annoying to do. Yeah, so it turns out I swam across the ocean while spending maybe 20 minutes going to who knows where. Then I went around killing a bunch of sheep as I went all the way up this mountain, where I spent 5 minutes getting distracted by a goat, until I went to the dark oak forest on the other side, all just to get some pale oak wood that I used twice at most, and it was basically just white wood that's tinted slightly purple. Not only that, but I also built another portal on the way back after failing 88 times. Then I went back to the base to start constructing again. If we ignore that, I immediately went to Luba's shipwreck prior to returning. Oh, look, there's quite a lot of space there. Let me just... Whoa, that looks awesome. Let's do it again over here. And over here. Dude, wait, how do you build a circle? That's not what a circle looks like.
Whoa, wemmbu, ha ha ha. Why are you so smug? Ha ha ha. What are you doing? Ha ha ha. Why are you killing people? Ha,
What?
Ha, ha. Did you just kill 1 billion people? Oh,
What?
geez.
I don't think
You're
that's...
like crazy.
Labubu 3. Where am I? No. No, not Labubu.
Where am I?
Where am I?
The lag room. I'm back in the lag room. No! I'm in the lag room. No!
Thank my sister, brother, sibling, relative for the commentary. Now look at my intergender flag after I fixed it. Also look how many pride flags I have. Oh, you think it looks a little empty? Well, you're right, because I have 63 more to build. Who was that?
Roo, today you're going to build so many pride flags because you're logged in and aren't pissed off about the lack of light purple blocks in this game.
Yeah, that sounds nice and all, but have you considered me going to the nether?
No.
And getting all the ender pearls I need before finding another fortress and freaking dying?
No.
Then getting all the blaze rods I need after retrieving my stuff? And I'm finally heading back to the portal with the stuff I gathered, except I trip or something and fall into lava and literally legitimately lose all the blaze rods and ender pearls because I didn't think about putting them in a chest or something. I mean, come on, what did you expect? I voluntarily play this block game for hours at a time building pride flags. Did you think I'd make good decisions? Actually, maybe you did. It doesn't matter because I quickly finished the rainbow flag that I started a while ago. Then I was trying to shape a question mark that wasn't ugly and didn't require 2 stacks of blocks for the questioning flag. I ended up making the flag 8x7 to be resourceful while making the question mark centered. You may have noticed that the rainbow and questioning flag both have green in it. It seems I remembered that on my trip to the jungle during the montage earlier, I actually went into a lush cave and got some moss. I still need green dye though for cyan and lime green. Maybe I should have done a challenge that actually made me better at the freaking game, bro. What was that? I mean, the task was technically to get down quickly, not survive. I quickly got back on track building the black gay pride flag while also destroying my crops. You could also tell my wall was getting pretty packed because I was struggling to find a spot to build the aplatonic flag. Or am I just a perfectionist? Whatever. Bro, how do I edit this video? Okay, thank you, Billy. That's a great idea. I'm gonna do that. Anyways. That scared me. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why did I start with being crazy? I was crazy. Unnecessary. What the fuck? Why do they float? Oh my god. See? Like, it looks kind of terrible. Please don't shoot me. Oh. I'm so happy right now. I'm so safe. Wow, that was basically another montage minus the music. Yo, look, an update. I'm not playing that. Instead, I'm gonna look for buried treasure and then get back to my beautiful wall. Old habits die hard, I guess. Oh my god, is that cactus? I can't believe my eyes. Stunning, fabulous, gorgeous cactus, which makes the super, super, super rare, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious green dye. Sorry, I got a little too excited there, especially because I just used a command to locate the mesa. Oh my gosh. Is that a green parrot and a teal parrot? I'm adopting them, and their names will be Parrot and Boosfer. This side quest was actually worth it. What was I talking about again? Oh yeah, green dye. After making some of my sheep cyan and lime, I used their wool to build the aromantic, orchid romantic, and pomo romantic flag. We're finally halfway there. No, why are you?
Mace attack!
That's so weird.
Justice Duo is dead!
No, where's he going? He's flying away because you Mason. Don't fly to the cactus.
What the fucking...
What is this guy's problem?
Why did he do that?
No animals were harmed in the making of this video, by the way. So I finished the agender flag. I was constructing the new choice flag, but I got, stuck somehow, even though I had water. So I died, and it was magically built alongside the gender neutral flag. Then I did this, and completed the next 4 pride flags with 0 issues. Those don't count. And look, I used pale oak wood for the boy flex flag. The next flags I made were the gay/MLM flag, queer flag, and the abrosexual flag, which looks like watermelon. It was also 2 days later, and I was staying at my grandparents' apartment, overstimulated as a little baby on an airplane, because everyone in my family talks so freaking loud. But you know what isn't loud? Flowers. Oh, that doesn't look like a flower. Oh, there we go, kinda. I mean, it looks better than the sapphic flag. Now I'm smelting kelp. I wonder what that's for. That's right, I used dried kelp blocks for the aerospec flag. Then I finished the aerospec flag and almost everything under the aromantic and asexual umbrella, but forgot about aero ace for some reason. Remember what happened the last time I went to the nether? I did too. It's just that purple is the only light purple block in Minecraft. I thought maybe if I did things slower, I would eventually make it to the end and my hard work would pay off. So I only took 1 step forward this time. But I'm sure it'll be fine. Oh, I hate the Enderman noises. Oh yeah, 1. Not my first Enderman. Yay! Yay, I'm so happy. Oh fuck, I didn't. Oh fuck. My stuff burned. Okay. Oh, why are you here? If you join that crowd and you start trying to murder me too. I'm so sorry. The path was bumpy, but I got my 16 ender pearls. I put them in a chest to keep them safe, unlike the previous attempt. Then sprinted straight to another fortress, almost burned to death, got killed by a wither skeleton shortly after, ran all the way back, got ambushed by blazes, and killed a ghast. We're playing a rhythm game right now? Whoa. I then almost got slimed out by magma cubes, and lastly became the victim of fireballs once again. After all of that, I made the smart decision to save getting blaze rods for later, returning home with my ender pearls. Wow, I love sucking at Minecraft. I love being really uncoordinated. What a beautiful chat. That looks mildly terrible. I need 8 more. The saps one is not a real flag. We can get back to building now. Aw, look, it's me. The next few flags have pretty similar color palettes. My past self agrees, so he finally decided to do the math for the materials to make things go smoother. Wow, digging sand and mining concrete sure really gets repetitive. No! My parrots were blown up by a creeper! Alright bro, pack it up. They're Minecraft parrots. After logging on the next day, I immediately went back to the Nether Fortress and quickly got my blaze rods. That was really underwhelming. Now you can meet wifies. He can sit next to Parrot in Boosfer's grave. Oops, looks like I broke my bed. It's okay though, because I was heading towards the stronghold anyways. Is it a good time to mention I've never beaten the game before? No idea what I'm doing, and just threw Eyes of Ender around before using a command to locate the stronghold. When I got close to the stronghold, 1,198 blocks later, I decided to freaking dig straight down and fell into lava, having to travel 2,000 blocks back to the stronghold, where I ran around like a headless chicken, and I'll just show you, you know. Oh my god. I have a great idea. It's called, we're not gonna go to the end, actually. I'm so tired of this. Time after time after time again, I'll impulsively start something, then force myself to spend hours trying over and over. When it goes badly, I'll tell myself it will all be worth it in the end. That if I keep going, there's still a chance I'll succeed. There's so much that I force myself to go through just to quit when I'm this close to winning. I know I can't change this part of me, the part that gives up after putting so much effort towards things other people can easily do. But sometimes I can't help wondering, why? Why did I have to put myself through this? Why, you ask? That's a good question. Well, I have an answer for you. It all started in June 28th, 1969 at the Stonewall Inn. Police raided Stonewall without prior notice, and people began to riot. You see, the Stonewall Inn was a pretty popular place for queer people, and it was Friday night when the cops showed up. Within a week, residents of Greenwich Village started multiple protests for LGBTQ+ rights. The Stonewall riots are commemorated to this day in June, aka Pride Month, when pride parades are held in major cities globally. I wish I could talk about this more, but there's only 13 pride flags left. Don't ask why 13 specifically. As you can see here, I'm building the Bicurious flag, which has 7 stripes. Luckily, 3 of the stripes are actually bigger than the others. As a result, I had to make it 10 blocks tall. I also remembered the Arrowace flag, named one of my new birds Theobald, named another bird Giran, and got a dog named Wolfeei. Haha, get it? Because I had parrots named Parrot X2 and Boosfer, and I have dogs named wifies and wolfeei, and Lifesteal World. Okay, I'll stop. Here comes the fun part where I build the romantic orientations. Plans are for losers, and I'm a winner, I say as I make the lighter part on the Abro romantic flag using a layer of white stained glass. When I made this decision, I did not think the flag would look this ugly from any angle other than right in front of it. Though I continued using this method for the pan-romantic and bi-romantic flag anyways, because I was not going to come up with another way. Before you ask, no, I can't just use lighter colored blocks because I don't have purple for the purple. Then I did the same thing with the QPO romantic flag, except the QPO romantic flag does not have any of that. It is 5 stripes and 5 stripes only. No worries, I fixed it and completed 6 more flags. that end with the word romantic alongside the poor gender flag. Now there's only 2 more flags to construct, create. I don't even know anymore. Let's see what I have to do next. What? That's a lot of... I don't know what to say other than the demi-androgyne flag was very, purple. We're on the last flag now, and it's obviously the progress flag. If you don't know what the progress flag is, I don't know why you're here, but it basically represents the whole LGBTQIA++ community. The one I'm making is the design that includes intersex, so it'll be very big. I'm talking 20 by 25 blocks here. Getting the approximate amount of materials was actually pretty easy. Not simple though. I forgot, so I can't explain. It was really fun building the progress flag because I can see all the colors sliced up, which is cool. Doesn't this remind you of a printer? And we're done. I started destroying my crops and left only my chests and my parrot's grave so that there wasn't anything covering or distracting from my beautiful, beautiful wall of flags. Then I released the fish that I was holding hostage in my wheat fields, and finally, I took all of my pets, including the remains of Parrot X2 and Boosfer, and my axolotl named Tenchi, to a place where we could see each and every one of the pride flags clearly. I'm not going to read them out because I can't bear hearing my own voice any longer, but here's all of the identities I built in Minecraft. Also, shout out to any of the identities I didn't include. Now, we may watch the sunset for the last moments of the video. Not my life. Well, I guess that's it.